is all we have, all we need on this journey. Love is what we give when we receive, so keep it burning. Gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
Faith will keep you strong where you belong. Just believe it. Dreams to help you grow, to reap and sow, you receive it.
So gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
Welcome, 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 everyone. Oh, Elizabeth, so wonderful to see you. Adele, Ike. Oh, welcome everyone that has joined us this evening. This is Beverly from Panama. This presentation is a wonderful gift that has been given to the world. Elizabeth, I don't see the presentation on the screen.
Haven't started, but I will.
Okay.
I think we're just saying good evening. Welcome, everybody. It's lovely to see everyone here. Elizabeth, it's lovely to have you here from Madrid, and Ike from Krugersdorp. We're going to have Beverly sharing the presentation with us. As you can see, she's eager and raring to go. So, Bev, without any further ado, let's get started. We'll open up for questions and open the chat shortly, folks. Over to you, Bev.
Thank you, Adele. Yes, I am very excited to be part of the presentation team of Gift of Legacy, mainly because we learn from doing. And this is the gifting activity that's creating abundance. And you are only able to become part of this team, not team, but group of community, by an invitation, a special invitation by someone who thinks highly of you because of what is available in it. But first of all, we have to do a disclaimer. The disclaimer is so simple. It states that this presentation is for information sharing only and is not to be construed as financial advice. Neither the presenter nor Gift of Legacy are registered financial or tax advisors. And the information given is only intended to give examples of what participant may expect. The greatest thing is expecting to be able to find the joy of doing Gift of Legacy with others. This is worldwide, all around the world. Well, what is it all about? Gift of Legacy is a sacred economics. Gifting communities trace back to the 1960s. It's been on the mainstream for decades, but I have found that it's 100% legal. It's under the concept of Ubuntu, communities working together, also known as sacred economics, circular economics. The global gifting activity is because our community extends over 180 countries. It is so wonderful to be able to give uplifting messages of hope to all the communities of the world. It's creating abundance and self-development. How wonderful it is that we have got this opportunity that has been presented to us as part of the humanity chain. Well, what does the Gift of Legacy website look like? Well, on your laptop or computer, you will see it with the lines horizontal. But on your cell phone, which is where we normally use it, it is vertical. Once you look at it and you start learning how to use it, the mainstream of the Gift of Legacy community is that everyone who joins the Gift of Legacy community should be committing themselves to inviting 2 people to have fun with them. Everyone that comes with 2, with the concept of 2 by 2 by 2, will find exactly the promise that is here available to all. It's not just to a few. When we start, we are able to begin on a coal board. It was brought up, coal board was placed on the system in October of last year. It is giving other members of the world society to become part of it. The legend receives $200 in total gifts as the gifters presents $25 gifts. 8 positions, 4 on the right side and 4 on the left side, gives to the person in the center. And it works so circular that it flows as long as we are doing what we are supposed to be doing. The best way to manage your gifts is by you use the first 4 gifts to join the higher board, because once you see what it is all about, you don't want to just stay in one spot. You want to keep going up and up and up towards abundance, which is available to all. After you place those 4 gifts to join the higher board, you enjoy the next 3 gifts. And you join the bronze board. That is where the fun really begins. Because on the bronze board, it is $100. And you can do that with your first 4 gifts from the coal board. Where we find ourselves is learning how to move along with each step that we take. When we come back, that after you have gotten into legend position and you have received your 8 gifts, you now go forward after the coal board and you journey through 4 boards. Board number 1 is bronze. Board number 2 is silver. Board number 3 is gold. And board number 4 is our most desired board. But then also we have got another board, which is Ohana. Adele, I turn it
Hey,
over
Bev.
to you.
Thank you so much. You know, everybody, you're looking at that one image that we showed you where Bev was explaining you need to invite 2 people. Gift of Legacy is a gifting activity. And we refer to Gift of Legacy as a theme park. You'll see the analogy of a theme park, the Ferris wheels. We'll talk about other aspects of the theme park shortly. But a theme park is somewhere where you come to have fun and you invite people to join you on this journey. So the coal board is represented as a train in the theme park that goes round and round. It doesn't stop. It's always there, taking on new people. It's a starter board. It's affordable. It's $25. You convert 25 US dollars into the currency of your country. It's a starter board. But we have a second starter board. You can choose where to start. The second starter board is bronze. And your journey to abundance starts on bronze, goes through to platinum, like Bev just said. And they work just the same. All these boards work just the same on the website. So I'm going to explain the bronze board to you in detail. If you understand how the bronze board functions, you will understand how all the boards in GL function. So you are going to start your journey through the 4 boards on either coal or bronze. On bronze, you're going to start by gifting the legend, the person in the middle, a gift of $100, unconditional, non-returnable. And when you are a legend, you will have received 8 gifts, which means you have received $800 in total. But let's break that down so you understand exactly how this board functions. This is what the board actually looks like. You will join the board. You're going to be represented here in yellow, because when you actually open a board, you will see your username, the name that you choose as your name, will be printed in yellow, showing that you are the person opening that part of that profile on the website. So there you are. You're going to land on the board. You contact the legend. You click on their name. You'll get their contact details. You'll message them on WhatsApp or Telegram. Introduce yourself and say, hey, I'd love to send you a gift. We're not paying anything. It's a peer-to-peer, person-to-person, heart-to-heart gifting activity. So you contact the legend and you send them a gift of $100. Then other gifters are going to land on that board. There's 3 of them on the left hemisphere. When that happens, what Beverly explained to you just now can happen. The legend can take those first 4 gifts and fast track, go ahead and join the silver board, even though bronze is not yet complete. So they can use their first 4 gifts, make sure they're on the next Ferris wheel. It's a bigger ride, the next bigger ride. Then 4 other gifters are going to land on this board. When all 8 gifts have been received by the legend will have $800 in total. The board will close. The guides will then move up into legend position. You, who were a gifter, moves up. You're starting to go closer to the legend position. You move into a builder position. A builder is going to do just that. They're going to invite 2 people. They're going to build the community. You're going to invite people to join you on this journey. And then the other builder will do the same. Legends and guides can invite as well. But if everybody invites 2 by 2 by 2, the legend will have their 2 invitees next to them. The guides will have their invitees next to them. And then the builders are inviting their gifters, who will be the 8 gifters on the board. The legend now is going to receive all 8 gifts from the gifters. And the board will close. You move now closer to the middle. You get into the guide position. They are your 2 friends, A and B. They are now your builders. And you are a guide. You're going to guide, help, encourage them to invite 2 people, explain the guidelines of Gift of Legacy. When one hemisphere has filled up like that, when one side has got 4 gifters, then that guide can split off and become legend on their own board, even though this original board is not complete. This is very important. This is called the Ohana principle. We're going to get back to that shortly. That board is closed. You are now a legend. Congratulations. You have your own board. There are your friends next to you as your two guides. Their invitees are the 4 builders. And you start receiving gifts. People are contacting you from around the world, sending you unconditional, non-returnable gifts. When you receive all 8 gifts, the board will close, but you are only keeping $300 to enjoy, because you need to use the gifts that you've received to join Silver and the perpetual journey. It's to keep the flow of the gifts going. That's why we use the analogy of a Ferris wheel to keep this ride going, ticking over and over. So your board is going to close. You want to join your perpetual cycle. You were the guide on the left side. That's why it's all gray. That side is closed. That hemisphere is closed. When you join your perpetual cycle, look where you land. You're going to come back and land on the right-hand side. You are going to be a gifter on the other side of the board where you were originally. You're going to come there, help to close that board, and make sure that the board moves. That's called the Ohana principle. It's very important. Ohana means family, means no one gets left behind. So now you are going to be on a board where people are on their first ride, but you on your second ride through bronze. So people mix up between their first ride and their perpetual cycles. All just helps the boards to move. So when you finish your bronze board, I said you received $800. You're going to hold back $400 to join the silver board. You might already have done it. Then you have $100 to join your perpetual bronze cycle. So $500 is to move you forward in the game. You're keeping $300. But you might have joined with just $25 or even just $100. Even if you joined with $100, you now have $300. So you have $200 that you didn't have when you started. It's not a return on an investment. This is not an investment. It's not a business. It's not a company. It's gifting. But if I gift you 1 apple and then I come back home with 3 apples, I'm going to be happy. That's what's happening here. You're receiving more. By giving, you're receiving more. So that's how the boards work. Let's break it down so you can see the figures. And we're talking in US dollars. So try and convert it in the currency of your country. If you live in South Africa, it's about 17 Rand to 1 US dollar, roundabout, give or take, okay? So the coal board is one of your starter boards. $25 to join. It's about 500 Rand. Okay, you're going to join coal. On your first round, you're going to receive $200. You are only keeping $75. Why? Because you need to use $100 to join bronze and $25 to stay on the coal ride, to ride it again. So you keep $75. But the second time, your perpetual cycle, every time you ride coal after that, you keep $175. Why? Because you're already on bronze. So you're just staying on that Ferris wheel, keeping it going. Every time you complete that board as a legend, you receive $175 to keep. Everybody has a turn to be a gifter. Everybody has a turn to be a legend. And when you're a legend and you complete the board, you go back to gifter. That's circular, going round and round and round. Now your second support is bronze. You gift unconditionally $100 to the legend on the board. It's a Ferris wheel. It's a small Ferris wheel because it's a small board. You will receive $800 when you complete bronze. You keep $300. Why? Because you need to take $400 to join silver and another $100 to join bronze again, that's $500. So you keep $300. On your perpetual cycle, you're already on silver. So now you just keep $100 to ride bronze again. So now you're keeping $700. Wow, there's a big difference between keeping $300 and $700. This is what we call the power of the perpetual cycle. Perpetual means infinity. That's why that infinity sign is there. It's over and over and over. It's something that keeps going until infinity. You can keep riding these boards over and over and over. Now on silver, you're going to gift the legend $400. Remember those gifts you received on bronze? You join silver, $400. When you're a legend, you're going to receive $3,200. You need to take $1,600 to join gold and $400 to stay on silver. So you are keeping $1,200. Convert that. It's a lot more when you convert it into your currency. On your perpetual cycle of silver, however, you are not having to gift forward to gold. So you get to keep $2,800. This is when you start getting excited, really excited, and inviting everybody to Zoom calls, telling everybody that you know about Gift of Legacy. People are complaining about electricity going up, or the politics in their country, or cost of school fees, the price of milk, petrol fees. When people start talking about the difficulties they're having in life, you say to them, would you like to hear what I'm doing? Because having one source of income, one job is not enough. I'm a medical professional, but I'm a single mom. I have lots of expenses. But if I know that I'm going to be receiving gifts, like $2,800 on silver, gives me hope, keeps me going, gives me a reason to share this opportunity with everybody. I'm not trying to convince anyone. I'm sharing it. You see, because I'm already on my gold board. I joined a gold board. I sent somebody I didn't know a gift of $1,600. I have currently received 4 gifts. I've got 4 more to receive. When I have completed gold, I will have received $12,800 and I get to keep $6,200. That starts making a big difference with university fees and rentals and running 2 households. My son lives away from home. So you know what it's like, cost of living. I've experienced this. I've experienced receiving gold gifts. I'll never forget the first time I got a message. I was at work and I picked up my phone and I got a message from a lady in Ghana. And she was, hi, Adele. I have just landed on your gold board. Please send me your details so I can send you $1,600. I screamed. I went crazy. It was the most wonderful experience. I will never forget it. Didn't know the lady from a bar of soap. She sent me a gift. 3 other people have sent me those gifts. Now, when I complete gold and I join my perpetual cycle, I get to keep $11,200 every time I finish gold. Because currently my board is open on coal and I'm on perpetual. I'm on perpetual bronze. I'm on perpetual silver. And soon I'm going to be on perpetual gold. The gifts I receive when I'm legend is that very bottom line there. Now I'm looking so forward to the next board, platinum. Because when I complete gold, I'm going to join platinum. Might be one of you, imagine. I'm going to join a platinum board, click on the name in the middle, Message them and say, hi, I'm Adele. I live in Johannesburg, South Africa, and I would love to gift you $5,000. Please send me your details. I cannot wait to do that. I don't know about you, but I love giving gifts. I love giving gifts. I'm probably better giving gifts than receiving gifts. And that's what I love about Gift of Legacy. I get to give gifts. So I'm going to gift a legend on a platinum board, 5,000 US dollars. And when it's my turn to receive, and it will be, I don't know how long it'll take, but I know I'll get there. I will receive $40,000. And I only, listen to this, I only have to hold back $5,000 so that I can join the board again on the perpetual cycle, which is exactly the same. So on platinum, you get to keep 35,000 US dollars. Do you know how much 35,000 US dollars is in South African rands? It's just over 660,000 rand. Maybe I won't be renting then. Maybe I can buy my own place. Maybe I can get a car. Maybe I can pay off my debts. Maybe I can go on a holiday because I haven't been on a holiday since 2017. Maybe I can go to a restaurant with my very good friend. We've got a joke and we've both said when we get our first platinum gift, we're going to a restaurant, a very expensive restaurant, and we're not going to even look at the menu. We're going to just say to the waitron, we want the SQ meal. We joke about this. Do you know what the SQ meal is? You know, on a menu, there's always right at the bottom that item that is so expensive they don't even put the price. It just says SQ. I don't even know what SQ means. It's some French word. But I know when I get platinum, just to spoil us, we're going to go and say we want the SQ starter and the SQ main meal and the SQ pudding and the SQ champagne. And that's how we're going to celebrate. Because never in my life have I been able to go somewhere without looking at the price. I'm not going to go crazy when I receive platinum because the rest of the platinum gifts is going to do good because I love giving gifts and I've got lots of kindness to repay for kindness I have received in the past 4 years since COVID started. But platinum allows you to receive $35,000 and you started with $25. If you follow the guidelines and you hold back and you gift forward what needs to be gifted and you keep and enjoy the gifts you get to keep, you too can reach platinum and you can be receiving that bottom line, $175, $700, $2,800, $11,200 and $35,000. How often? I don't know. Not monthly, but when your team is building 2 by 2 by 2 and you are growing this community, we can thrive together. That's what Ubuntu is truly about. Thriving together, reaching down and helping others so that we can all get there. If I summarize the potential gifts you can receive without coal and Ohana, which I haven't even explained to you yet, just going through the 4 Ferris wheels one time, you can receive $42,700. And on perpetual, it's $49,700. It's like over R1 million. Over R1 million. Is it a risk to join for $25? Because I'm telling you that 500 Rand to join, that $25, you easily spend that on a Friday night on pizza and sodas for the family, or a movie night, or a barbecue. We don't barbecue, we have a braai. By the time you've bought the meat for the braai and a few drinks, you're well over $25. Is it worth it? Was for me, is for me. So that's the potential gifts. It all just depends on how you follow the guidelines. Right, let's carry on. There's one exciting board we haven't mentioned. It's a new board. It's called Ohana. Remember that principle, Ohana principle, where you go back to the board that wasn't doing well, help it to keep going? Well, you know what we need to keep going? This amazing system, this website that allows us to ride these boards to get to abundance. Have any of us mentioned a membership fee that you have to pay to participate? No, because you don't. To join Gift of Legacy, all you do is join a board, click the name of the legend, and send them an unconditional gift. You pay nothing ever. We don't pay, we send gifts. You will join a board. But this system that has over 1.5 million people probably by now around the world needs to be maintained. There are expenses. And the custodians, the people who created Gift of Legacy, came up with an idea of another board, a $50 board. It's a blended board. Now, blended is something we haven't mentioned. We've spoken about teams building 2 by 2 by 2. But on the Ohana boards, which represent little shuttles that drive around the theme park, anybody can hop on and hop off an Ohana board. It's blended. There's no lineage. We mix up. This is a gifting community. It's not a platform. It's not a business. Here we make friends. Here we make connections. It's heart to heart. So on these boards, we mix with people from around the world. It's $50 unconditional to send a gift to join Ohana. You have to be confirmed on either gold or bronze to join Ohana. Why? Because this is for people who understand the value of the system. When you receive on Ohana, you're only going to receive 7 gifts. Gifter number 1 is always a confirmed Ohana position. And when the Ohana positions are legend and they receive gifts, those gifts are sent to GGM, the nonprofit organization that looks after the GL system. And those gifts help to pay for the fees to keep the system going, the developers, the servers, the IT, everything that is required to keep a website like this going. We're not paying for it. We're participating in a board where we can receive more gifts back. But when those Ohana positions get to legend, the gifts they receive come back to keep the system going for you and me. It's the most amazing idea. But this system, this board requires everyone in the GL community to participate. When you finish an Ohana board, you automatically joined to the next one. And if you're asked to leave, you're breaking your commitment to the community, and then you can't join that board again with that profile. And you can't create any more GL profiles. So this is something serious. It's you saying thank you. It's you saying thank you to GL and participating in it. So that's the Ohana board.
And it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I always get, emotional with the Ohana board because I think it was so absolutely brilliant to come up with an idea that we need money, but we also want others to receive more and more. So for me, it was like, wow, yes. So yeah, so thank you, Adele. So beautiful. I love your I love the way you explain the money. I just love it. Because I know we had an expert showing the money, but you really, Edgar is always, he loves showing the money, but you do it so beautifully. So thank you. So let me talk a little bit about the guidelines. Let's talk about the guidelines because these are really, really important. And it's, of course, please join. Join by sending an unconditional gift to the legend of the board. Unconditional and non-refundable. Okay, it's not like, oh, Okay, so now, oh no, I don't want to participate anymore. Give me my money back. I mean, have you ever asked somebody to give you back a present? Like, no, it's a gift. So you will never, that's not the way it works. So of course, invite, and invite two like-minded, very important, like-minded, like-hearted people to follow you on this trip. Just, connect with what you are feeling right now when we talk about this, when we talk about gift of legacy. It's so beautiful. It's like, wow, just imagine I'm giving one gift and I receive 8. I give 1 and I receive 8. How does that work? So just imagine you sharing that with other people, just letting people know. And it's like, I always say that sharing this is like when, you go to a nice place and you want the people you love to be there with you, to share it with them. This is the same thing. It's so amazingly beautiful that you want to share it with everybody. You know that there are so many people that can benefit from this gifting community. So please don't let them out. Don't make a decision for them. Don't decide, oh no, they can't do it or they won't do it. Don't decide for anybody because you'll be surprised. So be prepared to be surprised. Encourage your 2 invitees to do the same. So this is 2 by 2 by 100 by 200. Just invite people, okay? Because this is what makes the boards move. The people are the gas of this beautiful machine. So yeah, join the board sequentially, join all the boards, join them all. Of course, you have to do them, especially the regular boards, the 25. You start with these boarding boards, which are the $25 and $100 boards. But then you have to do it sequentially. You cannot jump to the others. You have to do them sequentially, 400, then 1,000, 600, and 5,000. And of course, join the Ohana board. I mean, those 3 you can join starting off. 25, 100, and Ohana, you can just join them as soon as you come into Gift of Layers. So you cannot, after you are in bronze, you cannot move forward. Not only do you have to have the gifts to give to the next legend, you also have to have 2 confirmed invitees in bronze. I cannot, highlight that. They have to be invitees confirmed in bronze. It's not as if I'm in coal, the $25 board, or I invited 2 people in the $25 board. No, that's not going to work. You have to be in bronze, and those invitees have to be in bronze confirmed. And then you can continue your growth through the rest of the boards, okay? The only exception is Ohana. And of course, to be on the perpetual cycle, you also need that. You also need to have your 2 invitees confirmed in bronze. But join them, the perpetual boards are the most beautiful thing we have here. It's like, okay, again, here I go again. It's like when you really like a ride on a park, you want to get on that thing again and again and again. And this is the same. This is the same. So what's important, really important, please, 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 please do not promote on social media. Let's keep our community like-minded. We don't want anybody. I mean, when I say anybody, I mean, like just anybody here in Gift of Legacy. We want like-minded, like-hearted people to come here. Invited, mouth to mouth, that you explain to them, that you invite them. You invite them to this meeting. You invite them to any meeting. Ask for help, okay? So the idea is not to fill spaces. It's just 2 by 2 by 2. Just bring in people. You don't need to do anything else. be the messenger, not the message. So if you don't feel confident in what you're saying, please don't talk about it. Just, call one of us. We'll do the talking, or invite them to these presentations, or send them one of the recorded presentations. We have an official channel, YouTube channel, and the information is there. Training is always available. And you will see that on the link tree that we have, and of course on the YouTube channel. There's always things to learn and stuff to remember. So very important, there are no guarantees. What does this mean? When people start asking, like, how long does this take, and how many people do I have to bring in, and how does this work, and when will I? You don't know. You don't know. There are no guarantees of when this happens. The success or the failure of any participant will depend on his or her willingness to participate and follow the guidelines of Gift of Legacy. And that is inviting people. Inviting people, that's it. Okay? And of course, following and participating in the perpetual cycles and doing all of this, that's what's going to help you reach. It's going to help us reach our platinum award. So it remains, of course, it's a personal responsibility to comply with your local tax laws. So we are in 180 countries. So you can imagine there's none of us are experts in those matters. So you have to find out what is legal or not in your own country and how to comply with tax laws. Okay. So remember, Gift of Legacy is decentralized. That means that there is no third-party affiliation. Adele already mentioned this. There's no ownership. There's no partnership. So if you do join Gift of Legacy through a third party, you're doing it at your own risk. Do it the regular way. Just register, get in touch with that legend. You'll meet amazing people, because it's not just giving a gift. It's also meeting that person that lives who knows where, which is so beautiful to really, be able to give a gift and say, oh, he's in Uruguay or in Panama or in England or in Africa or in, who knows where. So it's 100% peer-to-peer. And please, there are no funds ever paid to the platform. Okay? So gifts are always given to Gift of Legacy participants and only gifted to the legend when landing on their board. Okay? So that's what we need to remember. And thank you for inviting whoever you invited to this meeting. Thank you for joining. If you have any, further questions, please contact the person who invited you to be here, because they will be able to guide you in any decision that you want to make. Okay. And we would love to hear, we would love to hear Ike. Ike, are you there? We would love to hear what's your experience in Gift of Legacy. Let us know what it's all about for you. But how has it been for you?
Thanks very much, Elizabeth. Thanks, Adele. Thanks, Bev. Just a short testimony about my GL journey. I started GL 2 years ago, 2022. It has been just a joy for me to be this platform. Can you hear me?
We can't hear you. Can you speak a little bit more loud?
Right.
You need your
I'm
pastor
saying,
voice, pastor. I
Or-
bring your voice.
yeah,
Bring it out.
my journey started 2 years. My GL journey started 2 years ago. I've been on a number of platforms because I've always had a hunger, a desire to actually leave a legacy for my kids and for my bigger family, and for my church that actually contributed so much into my life. You know, you have the desire, but you can actually, many of us can actually see that there's no way that you're actually going to actually achieve those dreams. I've tried a number of platforms to supplement my income. Many of them did not work. Some did work. And I'm thankful for each one of that, because even bringing me to GL, it was through the friendships that I built on some of those platforms. So we all have to realize that there's never a straight line to success. You will go through up and downs. And this is what people are afraid of. They don't want to fail. They just want a straight line to success. And there's no straight line to success. So I joined 2 years ago, and that was one of the best decisions that I've ever made. GL has changed my life completely. Just yesterday, I landed on about more than 2 boards as a legend. You know, it was a historic day yesterday. It gave me hope. It was so exciting. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep to see what this reality before my eyes. So I am so passionate about GL. It's like the Lord just kept it right at the end of my journey to success. And I'm so thankful for having been here. It has given me hope. It has given me friends around the world. I know that some of those dreams that I have, many of them, in fact, I'll be able to fulfill and to reach. So it's so exciting. So I would urge you, if you're not on GL, to actually come join us. You will not believe the benefits of being on GL. But over and above that, as we have been on the GL journey, guys, we are blessed. We have a responsibility to share this. We have a responsibility to share this. We cannot actually enjoy so much benefits alone. We have to share it with our families, our friends, and many other people out there. We have been blessed. If you understand what I'm talking about, you can actually agree that we have been blessed. And we have a responsibility not to buy the excuses out there, because there are many excuses. Even for us who have been on this journey for some time, there were times when we wanted to give up, but we didn't give up. And as for now, we're not going to give up, because we say, when you see the bigger picture, when you see the bigger picture of what we have in our hands, you just go on to share gift of legacy with other people. So let's go out there and share it with our families, share it with any person out there. And you know what? We will reap the results. We'll be able to leave a legacy that otherwise would not. I mean, if you take me, I've been working for more than 40 years. And many people have been working for 40 years, but they are in debt. They still owe the bank. They still owe the house. Just imagine. So here in Gift of Legacy, we are given hope, and not only hope, but the reality of this reality of achieving the many dreams that we have. So I'm so thankful to be on GL. And like I said, I urge you to join us. Thanks, Adele. Thanks, Bev. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Wow, thank you. Now, when you hear people's stories, everybody says hope somewhere in their story. Everybody says hope. That's what the world needs, huh? The world needs hope and kindness. What a beautiful testimony. Thank you. Right, I've opened the chat. So if anyone wants to put comments, you can. If you have questions, I see quite a few names here that I haven't seen before. And that's quite exciting. So I'm wondering if there are new people here who are listening to this presentation for the first time. If you would like to type a question, there's at the bottom of your screen, it says chat, it's little speech bubbles. You can type a message, or if you would like to open up and share your video and ask a question, we'd love to hear from you. If this is the first time you've heard about Gift of Legacy, we would love to engage with you. If you've been around for a while and you want to ask a question, no, we don't do that here tonight. We're going to have a training on Thursday evening where we're going to start unpacking different aspects of Gift of Legacy. So really any questions only about this presentation, if you would like to ask or comment. Anybody? I know there are people on YouTube. I have a guest who's watching on YouTube. Unfortunately, I can't check any questions there, but if people are watching on YouTube and you got questions, get back to people. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. If you want to go and check that, will be great. Any questions? Letty says, thanks. I'm from Ecuador and I'm on my bronze board. Well, that's awesome. Keep going, Letty. We're all going in the same direction, and that's platinum. We are all going there. Queenie, can I ask you to talk, my friend? You know me. My Queenie. My Queenie is one of the people on the Zoom who I have met in person. There are 3 people on the Zoom right now who I have met in person. And it's none of the presenters. But Mom Queenie and I have the same inviter into Gift of Legacy. We were invited in by the same person. We've met each other. We've become very good friends. We live close to each other. Mom Queenie is like me. She's a golden girl. Mom Queenie? I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you? Elizabeth, why can't I hear Queenie?
I don't know.
Mom Queen, turn your sound up on your phone. There we go.
No.
Can you hear me?
Ah,
Yeah,
Sanbonani.
now we can.
Oh, I'm running. I put the thing, the earphones.
Oh, that was it.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. Nice to meet you here. I like and I love your training. It's brilliant, and it's easy for me, a person like me, who takes long time to understand. And the way you put it, it's clear. I understand it clearly. I've been here for a long time, but when people are presenting, I can't even read the words. I just listen to the mouth, what they're saying. But now, while you present, I can read and understand what are you talking about. Not just the boards, seeing them, they've been plugged there and the mouse is moving. I can see each and every word, what it means. For the first time, my dear, I don't want to lie, because I said to Adele, I'm so glad because you took this thing from scratch to on top, because before I could listen. And when a person asked me, I said, no, yeah, it's just like this. You have to just do and just give the person a legend and then follow, and I will help you. Meaning, how I'm going to help him to get a person. How I'm going to do it. It's difficult to do it for somebody else. It's easy for yourself to tell a person, do like this, and then follow the instruction from the Zoom or from the meetings, and then people do it. But if they listen for themselves and understand and take one word by word, then they can do it easily because they know where they want to go to. like me, I'm stuck in here because I know what I want for my family. I've got just 3 grandchildren and my daughter, but for those 2 people that I have in my house is the only people that makes me to stay here, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care if people they doubting it or they thinking otherwise with it, but I will tell them and pass the road and go forward. Because to me, I saw from the beginning, as you said, you enter with $100 and receive. Then you pay $400. Then you pay $100. I did it because I know at the end of the day, I will reap more than as I reap now. So that is my goal and gift of legacy.
Thank you.
And Mum Queenie, you've received a gold gift?
Yes, I did in 2002 on October from the lady from Tanzania.
Yep. You see, we remember these things. We remember.
That day I was dancing. I danced even my daughter was confused. What did happen? I didn't show my changuras, but I was happy. Keeping say hi changura. Because it was the first time in my life receiving 20,000, 28,000 once. Once of I said never. There's no other product I received like this one. 28,000. And then now, when I talk to people, I said I received once, but I know I'm gonna receive more.
That's
so
it.
I'm not anyway.
That's it. And Mum Queenie,
there's a. Oh,
Mum Queenie,
sorry. There's a. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Mum Queenie, you say that we present so well and it helps you to understand. Can I tell you something? It's nothing that we have done. It is nothing that we have done. It is what you have done. You are on every Zoom call. You come to the trainings. And because you watch the Zoom calls and the recordings, you are learning more and you are understanding more. We're not explaining better. We're not doing anything. But when people participate and learn like you learn, then you understand. You have to, the learning has to go from here, to your heart. And that's what's happened to you. That's what's happened.
You're right, Adele. Sometimes, yes, but I'm not quite sure. Remember when I started Gift of Legacy, I was using my data, my data. So if you go to YouTube, you listen to the people that they're talking, but you're not facing them. And you don't even hear the others that they asking questions, and they will ask questions, but it's like a video. You're looking at the video on YouTube. So you don't understand it clearly. Here, I remember when Edgar said, I miss to see people on the Zoom because I can hear what they're saying. That time I didn't have Wi-Fi. I do have now. And I paid before I could pay my anything of my GL things. But my Wi-Fi and GL, those are the first priority for me now. Those are my first priority.
Sure.
I even think twice. I'm just thinking now is the month end. Let me do 1, 2, 3. Then I know, then I can able to watch Zooms. And a Zoom meeting, I don't. If I miss it, it's because I've got load shedding. That's all. Or I'm busy. Then I had to finish downstairs what I was doing on the garden. Then without that, nothing. Or the tenants would disturb me. That's all. Those are the only things that they can disturb me.
Elizabeth, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I was just going to thank you, Queenie. I was just going to mention one of the messages on YouTube. It's from Dorian Alexander. And she says, hi, everyone. This is exciting and something very interesting to consider. Thank you, Adele, for following your intuition. You have given me much to think about. So yes, yes, yes. So, and Dorothea is coming on YouTube. And I have to go.
Thank
I
you,
love
Elizabeth.
guys. Bye.
Well, I think it's a good time to say thank you and goodbye to everybody. Helena is here from Maputo. She's on a bronze board and she's grateful for being here. We're all grateful for being here. You want to learn more? Come and join us on Thursday evening, and we'll be unpacking more about Gift of Legacy so that you can understand. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Thank you, Ike, Elizabeth, Bev. Thank you, Queenie.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a beautiful and blessed week. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.